Okay, today I'm going to do a little DIY project here. I bought a new, it's a D70. It's for a 20-inch bar. It's a new chain. I have a pretty good sized chainsaw here that the chain is rusted onto the bar. So I'm going to take this off of here. I've never had this apart ever. So this is going to be a little bit of a learning experience for me as well as a little DIY for everybody else. Hopefully everything goes smooth here. I've been soaking this thing with penetrating oil now for about the last month or so, because it was really rusted. I mean, I don't think this has been apart in probably, if I had to take a guess, I'd say better than 10 years since this bar has been off here. And I'm not even sure the exact method for removing this, so I'm just going to kind of take it as it happens here. Get my little screwdriver here. Get this washer off of here. Hopefully this doesn't turn into too lengthy of a video. Usually these things aren't that hard to do. So I see this cover just comes off here. And then if you look here, you can kind of see, I'll turn this a little bit more here. There's a plate here underneath. And we'll try to take everything off the same way that it was on. And, well, let me look here and see. This just comes off just like that, and it comes off of the, and there you have it. However, the bar, the chain is stuck on the bar, so we're going to have to probably give it a little persuasion here, you know, just ever so slightly so we don't damage the bar. And kind of use it against itself. Boy, she's really on there, y'all. This is probably going to be a bit more of a challenge than I wanted to get into. I need to grab a clean rag. Just one moment. Okay, there we got a rag here, so I can grab a hold of this without hurting our hands. Boy, she's really on there, y'all. Like I said, I don't think this has been off here in a very long time. And so it's going to take some persuasion to get her off. But, you know, just a little bit of patience is all it takes to, you know, remove it. See, it's starting to come off now. See that? Once we get this old bar off of here, we'll clean up, or this old chain, I should say. We'll clean up the bar once we get the chain off of it, and then we'll lubricate this bar before we put the new chain on. That way, the new chain will be lubricated appropriately, and it won't damage the bar or the new chain as well, because we don't want to do any damage. This chain that I just bought yesterday was $20, so it was not cheap by any stretch of the meaning. Well, she's really on there, y'all. I got myself a real battle on my hands here. But, yeah, just a little patience, like I said. And, you know, things will come apart and they won't break, and, you know, I got it damn near. Like I said, boy, she's really putting up one hell of a fight, y'all. I don't want to bend the bar. So we go back to a little bit more of this pry motion here. And just a little bit at a time is all it takes. You don't want to get forceful with this kind of stuff, because that's how damage occurs. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to go my way around the bar here. Just a little bit at a time. It's, you know, you got to You gotta be gentle with this stuff, because it does take but one wrong move and you can damage everything. And then once it's damaged, you know, this whole bar, which they did not have in stock, the bar itself is $40 without the chain on it. And they did not have any of these bars in stock, neither, at the store where I bought this chain. She's coming off. It's just a very slow going thing. But we'll get her. Patience is what wins the battle, everybody. You can't be abusive with this kind of stuff. You have to be gentle and you have to be patient. Because if you start beating on this kind of stuff and, you know, using the wrong tools, which I'm sure there's probably a better tool to use than a standard flathead screwdriver. But you know what? This is the first thing handy, and it's doing the job, and it's not damaging the bar any, which is exactly what we don't want to do. So you just got just this little section here now holding on. And like I said, just a little bit of wiggly motion there is all it's going to take the gear to come off. And we'll turn her around here. Maybe we can get it from the back side, because we got one section here that just does not want to let go. And we've almost got it. Just a little bit more and we'll have the battle win. And there it is. There's the old chain. Boy, she's a real rust bucket. I think she's had her better days. Okay. Now as you can see, you see inside the bar, see how there's a lot of grit and dirt, and that's rust and stuff. And that just comes right out. I'm going to go grab a razor blade right quick here, so if y'all want to just hold on for one quick moment, I'll be right back. Alright, this is just your standard retired kitchen knife. This is one that I use out here in the garage because I got so many in the house that they just don't need no more in there. And what I'm doing here is just cleaning out the bar, getting all the rust and fibers and whatnot. See how that's nice and clean in there now? That's how it should be. And you know, just a little TLC is all it takes to make things work the right way again and be usable and serve their purpose like they should. I mean, that just comes out real nice and easy. Now, this bar's got quite a significant amount of oxidation on there. You can probably see it in the lighting. See that right there? You can see this is all oxidation. And this is a little bit different of a thing here. Hey baby. I got the chain off of the bar. I was cleaning her up a little bit here and doing a little.
Your thingies out.
My thingies? What thingies are those? Well, she didn't hang out very long. Well, that's okay. We'll continue on with our video here. I'm just kind of cleaning out some of this. This is old wood pulp and stuff that was in here from, you know, over the years. That's all it is. We'll wipe everything down nice and clean here, because we want to start with a nice clean slate with the new chain and everything. And I want to make sure that this is put on the right way, because if it's not put on the right way, we will have problems. And there's only one way that these go on. And let's make sure we got that the right way, as a matter of fact. Because if it ain't right, There we go, just like that. You see that? Got your little catch plate here. It protects the bar from grinding into the blade, or the chain from grinding into the motor itself. Now we're going to go ahead and open up the new bar, new chain. Look at that nice, beautiful thing. Oh, she's a beaut. And of course, you gotta uncoil them and get all the little dinglings out of them. That's always the fun part. But it's not so bad. I mean, it doesn't take much. And there it is. Just like that. Let's make sure that we put this on the correct way. You don't want to put your chain on backwards. If you put it on backwards, you'll destroy it as soon as you use it, because you'll bend all your little edges that are designed for cutting through stuff. It's very crucial that you put the chain on the correct direction. Let's see. Well, let's see. Depth gauge instructions. Standard chain sharpening instructions? No. Well, this is not really that hard to figure out, actually, to be quite honest with you. However, I can already see I'm going to have some issues here, because this other bar is so rusted that it's not going to fit into it like it should. You see that, how it's not pushing down into there? And it does in certain places, but other spots not so much, because there's so much rust and dirt and grit, and we'll just do a little clean through there. And then she fits in there. I may have to open the bar a little bit, actually. And you can do that just by prying on it just ever so slightly. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have some issues here. I don't think I'm going to get this back on here just quite yet today. I'm probably going to have to do a little fabrication on my bar. But you get the gist of what I'm saying here is, you know, once I get this bar cleaned up, this new chain will go on. I'm not going to sit here and go on and on and on. I mean, we're already at 13 minutes on this. I'll come back to it at another point when we're ready for assembly and stuff. But for the most part, you get the basics of, you know, changing a blade. And make sure you don't lose your nuts and bolts in any of your pieces. But we'll come back to this project, y'all. And this has been part one of changing a blade, chain on an older chainsaw here. And hopefully you stay tuned and catch my second go round on this. And until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought and any ideas you may have on this topic. I'd be certainly glad to hear from you. And until next time, everybody, take it easy.